you assertive, make sure that you raise your concerns, make sure that if you see something that doesn't work for you, you talk about it. That's the key to success was for me. A huge part of Block is Square with merchant products. And another huge part of Square is Cash App with it's a B2C product. So many companies even recall their offers. So make sure that you do research. That's the most important thing to do right now. And only join the company which mission and vision you believe. How the empathy to its customers, the empathy to merchants, and how transparent the leadership is. I think that's what I value about the company the most, and that's why I believe the company will succeed.
Hi all, good morning. So today I have Kate with us who has 15 years of experience in engineering management, solution architecture, project management, and software development. She's big on books, so she does have a list of the type of books that you should read, one of them being Migrations. Let's welcome Kate on 10 Minutes of Hiring Wisdom, where she will tell us about what she's learned along the way, where she works, and how it is like to be an engineering leader, which is in a space which is predominantly dominated by men. Hi Kate, how are you doing today?
Hi, good. How are you?
Good, thank you so much. So, Kate, would love to understand how it is like to be a woman in a space that was predominantly dominated by men. Even though the tables are turning now, would love to understand your experiences of getting there.
When I started my career 15 years ago as a software engineer, I was the only woman in a room with 10 other men, 10 other software engineers. So I think, unfortunately, that's a common situation I found myself during my career journey. However, I see that it's changing. I think that women are more present in tech world. We're becoming more assertive, and we're trying to do our best to prove that that's the industry where we belong. I also found that it's much easier to hire women to a team if you already have women. So that's my hack. It's usually when I join a team, I improve diversity on the team a lot because I see that it's much easier to get more women on board.
Okay, no, that makes sense. But I'd love to understand, Kate, because you started your career 15 years ago, it wasn't as common. What were some of the steps you took where you made sure that you made yourself known in the team for your work rather than your gender?
I think, unfortunately, when I started, it was common misconception that it's a world dominated by men and that it might be very difficult to succeed. So I tried not to focus on my gender. I don't know whether it's a good advice or not, but I just try to work hard and to make sure and focus on my work. Definitely, I saw over my career that I could have moved faster, that I felt stuck, but it's very difficult to judge whether it was because of my gender or because of something else. However, working hard, make sure that you're assertive, make sure that you raise your concerns, make sure that if you see something that doesn't work for you, you talk about it. That's the key to success was for me. There were cases when I was an architect, when people approached me and they were sure that I was a key engineer, business analyst, because how a woman can be a solution architect. They didn't mean anything bad. But that's a bias. And the best I could do is just like, nope, I'm an architect. So just to make sure that you're vocal, that's the thing that helped me the most.
No, I'm glad you are at a position now where you are a leader, where you can hire more women, and learning from your experiences, you seem like a perfect leader who could allow women to progress in their career. So thank you for sharing that, Kate. My next question for you, Kate, would be, you are now an engineering leader. Can you tell us about where you work and what your position is within the company?
I'm an engineering manager at Cash App. Cash App is a part of Block that is formerly known as Square. I'm leading two teams at Cash App, experimentation and customer data services team. We're platform teams that help to grow and scale Cash App. And Cash App has grown a lot in the last couple of years. We're very popular, especially in South and in East Coast. I think that according to public numbers, we had 40 million monthly users back in March.
Wow.
So yeah, it's a very exciting place to be. We are hiring a lot. And I think despite all the things that happen in the economy right now, we are hiring. We don't have any hiring freeze. Yes, the challenge that I had to hire 6 engineers this year, and the challenge was to make sure that we can actually close all these positions. Some sister teams are still hiring, and you can go to cash.up/careers and see all the positions that we have open.
Okay, wow. So can you tell us, as in like your company's definitely growing, your company's definitely hiring. What was one thing that your company did right compared to other companies, according to you, that it never went through a turmoil like other companies did?
I think the reason why I like working for Block is how much Block values customers. So the big difference is Block is becomes successful when their customers are successful. A huge part of Block is Square with merchant products, and another huge part of Square is Cash App with it's a B2C product. And first 2 years of my career at Block, I spent at Square Payroll. And when this pandemic started, that was a huge stress for everyone, and especially for small businesses. But what Square did, it waived all fees for merchants for 2 months. It was not the best decision from financial perspective, but given how much Square valued its merchants, and because it recognizes that Square can only be successful if their customers are, so I thought that was very great, and it was very honest. I know how we worked hard on making sure that all the merchants who are using our payroll solution felt supported, that we roll out in our payroll system, that we roll out all the access to all the products that government offered, like PPP loans, some additional time off, and etc. So we worked really hard to make it happen. And how the empathy to its customers, the empathy to merchants, and how transparent the leadership is. I think that's what I value about the company the most, and that's why I believe the company will succeed.
Wow. No, it makes sense. I think customer lifetime value, usually companies are like, oh, immediate gratification, we have to get the financial. But waiving the fee for 2 months, you allowed people to put trust in you. And eventually they wanted to come back to you for business just because of what you gave them. So that's wonderful. It sounds absolutely amazing because a lot of companies these days are all about the money. So it's great to see that some companies are putting more emphasis on the customers and building relationships, which pushes them forward. And here you are doing wonderful during when a lot of companies are unfortunately facing a lot of financial crisis, trying to save on their cash. So thank you for sharing that, Kate. My next question, my last question, Kate, for you would be that you've been in the engineering space for a while. You must have hired people. You must have interviewed a lot of people. What is one advice that you might have for job seekers out there who are looking to make a job transition right now?
If you're looking for, if you want to do a job transition right now, make sure that you research the market and that you research the company that you're joining, because it's important, especially now when so many companies do hiring freeze. So many companies even recall their offers. So make sure that you do research. That's the most important thing to do right now. And only join the company which mission and vision you believe. So don't go just for money, go for opportunities, for growth, and for vision.
No, I think purpose is something that is what a lot of candidates these days are looking for in the market. Just because, yeah, money might be good, but if you work with people that you don't resonate with, if you work with people whose values and cultures don't align with your own, there will be a struggle. There will be issues. There will be conflicts. So it's always better to work with people who are on the similar mission as yours, whose differences can coexist with you, but you must realize that what you're working on is bigger than all of you. So, okay, our time is up. It was a pleasure speaking with you, learning about your experience, how you started in your career, and how you are succeeding as a woman, paving the way for other women to go into the tech space. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me on.